liberal, but it's also conservative at the same time.
Well, it's only liberal if you agree with it.
I mean, but at some point,
like for example, okay, we could have conversations more or less in Cali and not be like, whatever, you start any kind of conversation about, first thing you see, of course, is Trump, right? I get it. You got Martin Luther King, you got Iwo Jima, Kennedy, and Trump, and World Trade Center on the inside. This is about our rights. Yeah. This is about our rights to vote and how people we got here. This is how we got here. It wasn't about, oh, I'm politically this, you're not this, you don't, not here. No, this is about people, you know, we're the best country in the world, the best. But yet, we have all this nonsense going on. It's us against them, you know, and it's crazy.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
When was America great? When was it great for everybody?
Well, when wasn't it great? That's why, let me ask you this. Why does everybody come to America? Why? Because they're getting the best. If I was standing on the street in a foreign country, I'd be shot, or I would be, that's right, that's why. We're the greatest country in the world. The greatest. It's about my rights. It's about that person's right to vote. That person. But when somebody starts pushing their will on me, that I need them. Should men be in women's wrestling? Okay, should men be competing against women? No. Wait. Who's us? We're Americans. Who's us? No, oh, you were raped by him? Well, I don't know. Were you there? You were. Okay, so he is a racist. So you know this. You do. How do you know this? Tell me how you know this. Okay, so see, okay, let me ask you this. Should men be in women's wrestling? No, wait a minute. No. I said men. Should men be in women's wrestling? No. Answer the question. Should men be in women's wrestling? Should men? Oh, really? Okay, wait.
He came for arguments, so I'm not going to give it any more.
Right. See, this is why they can't answer questions.
This guy likes a rapist.
I can't answer. Oh, so you know
this guy likes rapists.
He's a rapist. Right? Oh, it is. He is. Oh, he was. He was. You know this for a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Should men be in women's wrestling?
Someone.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. And should men?
Get back from me. Get back.
No, you don't. You came to me. You came to me. What's your name? Why? What's your name? What's your name?
You're from California?
What's your name?
I am too.
What's your name? Oh, my name isn't rapist either.
We should all move on from this guy for giving attention. Come on, let's go.
She's calling me names, and I haven't said one thing. I could call you a bitch, but I don't.
You could.
Right? But I don't.
For saying that he's a rapist? Oh, and look at his little ear.
What about these guys right here?
Don't give him
He fought for you.
Don't give him no glory. Don't give him no glory. This our hug, because we can definitely call the hug up.
He fought for you.
Don't say anything.
Anyway, she came to meet everybody.
Where Albany at?
God bless you, and I hope you find your way.
Yeah, that's our hug. Don't do that.
Are you guys with him?
Oh, we're not leaving because of you.
You don't want to. That's our hug. Be careful.
That's right. See, now we're being threatened. Be careful in the hood. Why should we be careful in the hood?
Not being threatened. They're not being threatened. Don't forget y'all. I need the black people to come this way. Don't forget me. Ignore them.
Look, she's coming back. She's coming back for more.
Frontlines Live, man. You see what's going on in the middle of the north end of Hartford. Juneteenth. You see the truck pulled up outside of the Juneteenth event. They got the soldiers, Iwo Jima, Martin Luther King, JFK, Trump. the bus, on the trailer. You from Cali too? Florida. Florida? How long you been on the road?
Well, we started
How's it been?
man. We had a good reception on Waterbury. I hear by choice. We didn't come here like 6 shows. Yeah, we're here helping. We're all about just he's actually working against you guys. He wants to bring in this other agenda. I've got no agenda. My agenda is giving all the money to the white liberal here, while the white liberal citizens come out there and try and speak on your behalf. It's crazy, man.
And a white man, though, are you the right message, right? Because you're saying that the white liberals are coming and taking the work and doing all stuff.
Yeah, white liberal.
But you're being a white man coming in.
What they're doing is they're spreading the message about it's fake love and fake. Because if they really wanted it, this wouldn't look like it. The money would be coming from the liberals that have been elected in this year have taken the money and they only put it into the right liberal area. Well, where's the money here?
Giving it all to the illegals is where it's going.
I don't see it. So no, man, that's fake love. That's fake peace. We're here to really represent. And actually, we also support Jonathan DeMero, who is a black man, running for the 5th congressional district here in Connecticut. So we took this to Waterbury, like I was telling you, and so he's out there speaking with us as well. You know what I mean? But really, I hate even using his color as a thing because it really shouldn't. You know what I mean? We should all be, we're human. We all have red blood inside, right? And Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins and shed that red blood for all of us. Not for white people, not for Asians, not for just black people. He shed it for all of us. So, man, I mean, I just see how lost this area is.
Do you guys often come into inner city neighborhoods like this?
We're only a 6-month-old organization.
We went to Waterbury.
Yeah, like, we've gone into Fort Pierce, Florida, Fort Pierce, and we've gone in there.
What's the usual reception in the neighborhoods that you guys show up in? Is it usually in this trailer right here?
90% positive.
What? 90%?
You always have your one or two crazy people who are ones that get all up in arms and be mad, and they only see one picture.
This is Jonathan DeBarro, running for District 5.
Right
That's from Waterbury, the North End Rec Center.
Word.
Jonathan DeBarro.
yeah, man. So, no,
Right
that's not our main target or anything. We're just here for the people in general. We'll be in all types of ways. But today's Juneteenth, we decided to come out and show love and support.
What do you need?
Well, it's when the slaves were freed. I can tell you from being involved in politics in general, there's everything that we see on the surface, there's still so much needs to do. There's so much corruption, so much crap going on in the background. So many people telling, probably trying to say, tell this people what to do, but to say, oh, if you don't do this, then make you press behind closed doors. You don't know what, you know what I mean? You never really know. So at the end of the day, man, we're all got one goal, and everybody in this thing to have it. What's your name, man? I'm Blake Montgomery.
today, but
We're
who's to
not
say,
from
you know?
around here, but we know there's other people. There's somebody in Waterbury standing up against their system and the oppression that's going on out there. The barrio, the town of Waterbury, and he's standing up. He's getting attention. They're loving what he's doing, so they need people from every district. There's no one speaking
So
for
are
anybody out
you
here.
guys like building a
Trying to build a team.
network?
I'm not. We're not building. He's from around here.
Where you from?
I'm from here.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're from around here. We're just here. That's all. But I think you need to have people out of the political system that can come in there and start to change. There was 48 seats last election that one contested the Democrats just won because nobody ran against it. Wow, that's a handoff, 48. That's not even an election. So that's straight, not even anytime.
What do you think of like the brand name of Republicans, right? Because when we think of Republicans in Connecticut, we think of
yeah, well, I know
we don't
they got the idea, but listen,
right?
you're not
So
going
what do you think about changing the name?
You can try that, and we thought about that, but there's both parties are corrupt, and there's a lot of corruption, but there's more corruption. The Democrat Party out here, they're not going to get any anyway, because they're all bought for them, obviously. They've been running the show for a long time, and it's not going well, so obviously, you're not going to be able to get in there and do anything. They're not going to get you elected. But you have one other choice, and the other choice is Republican. The parties don't get in. It's just what you can do. If you can get elected, it's what you can do. What results.
The problem is, like you said, black we have always tried to get things going away from white America, white culture that has holds us down. The history's in it, okay?
Yeah.
We set up homes, we set up banks, our communities, and what did white America do? Burn it down. Roosevelt burnt us down. When
Right.
we tried to, because
So-
white America kept
So what are
saying,
you suggesting to do to change the system?
well, we need to continue to look at when our leadership starts making.
And is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah. And I'm gonna stop with you. And this is what's that you got here. See, you know what's on everybody? That picture. You know why? Because he represents violence. He represents.
But did you see that picture right there? That's
We saw-
MLK
no,
right there.
no.
That's the nail of the way. These are all assassinated and dead. Okay? That was the actual filming. So, and that was they filmed on MLK too.
And then Obama.
And that's so the point is
And
that
people say, oh, you only vote for Obama because he's black. And you only voted for so-and-so because he's white.
I'm just saying, is what you're doing working? Are you guys being able to change your community?
It's what you're doing working.
Yeah,
You
we
the
changed
one out.
Florida. We have a beautiful state. We did the whole thing from the ground up. We changed everything about it. We started grassroots style. We got people excited about actually doing some results-based politics, and we were able to change our state to the #1 travel destination in the United States. We're trying to bring these strategies to
But that's not him from
you guys
putting
can say.
taxes on the poor.
We have the best taxes. We have the best taxes
No.
in the
I'm
whole
gonna ask
country.
my question. Your organization stopped his administration from taxing the poor and letting tax go
Well,
to the
Biden
rich.
did that too, didn't he?
No.
He stopped it.
So what's the difference?
Well, here's the deal. At the end of the day, we all know there's problems on both sides, right? What we have to address is what we can take care of locally, ourselves. Because if we're relying on everybody else to take care of the problem, it ain't gonna happen. We just become the pawns in the chess game, right? So, something simple. Men shouldn't be in women's restrooms. Men shouldn't be competing against women. The borders should be closed. It's that simple.
He
But
just
we-
signed a
wait,
thing.
Wait.
LGBTQ
No, wait.
no longer gets
I don't care about that.
That's a
Oh, you don't?
That might be an issue.
That might be an issue. That is
No,
an
but
issue.
That might be
there's
an
also-
issue.
That's right.
No.
That's a minute part of the population.
But they make
Those
it a
are,
large
wait, listen, those are issues. I agree. What I'm saying is, we're here to help our local people, all of us, to start getting our arms around what we can control and take care of.
Yeah.
So
And then you better eliminate that.
No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I'm not eliminating that. I'm not eliminating this.
Right, I know. I'm talking
What about eliminating this? That's my vote.
But you're not hearing me.
I am. That's my
I
vote.
got all of those pictures. I see what you're trying to do. But when you show him in
That's who I voted for.
Yeah, but
Just like you voted for her, right? You voted for who you wanted, right? Free country.
So you're
Anyway,
voting. So you're voting. Yeah.
I voted
So
for
you
Trump.
like what he's doing.
Well, I don't agree with everything, no. Okay? But
don't agree with everything, nobody does.
but listen, hey,
No,
listen,
man,
let me
we
ask
talking
this.
violence.
Here's a quick analogy.
You're talking hate.
Quick analogy. We're inside the 10-yard line, and we're in the Super Bowl, and we're running out of time. You want a punter to come off the bench to guide you in under a minute, or you want Tom Brady? I mean, pick them.
I don't know. Do you like black people?
Listen, I like everybody. I like
No,
everybody.
that is my question.
You like white people?
I love them.
There you go.
I got grandchildren.
There you go. See? Look, I'm sticking my hand. See? There you go. See? She won't tap. Anyway, hey, we got to go around the block. Listen, it was nice talking to you. We'll be back.
But y'all better know what Juneteenth is about. You and
We
black
do
people.
know. We're here. Look, we didn't have to be here. We could be at Starbucks.
What does Juneteenth mean?
What is
It means that, let me say it this way. I think a specific day for people to express themselves in a manner of organization that makes sense, everybody should have a day.
that ain't it.
Hey, DD's here.
We gotta move for y'all to move. Y'all can move without us moving.
No.
Yeah, they about to move anyway. They about to move anyway.
There's an open. I know that there's an open right there.
Conservative organization trying to start a network out here. Cities.
By all means, just know when my mouth go off,
Yeah,
it's
when I
gonna
was
go off.
I saw that, and I saw you talking about picked up a black guy. Yeah, no, it was that's funny because the bus off top was just like, it's just wild. Oh, number. Yeah. No.
You was talking to them?
What they were doing.
What did they say to you?
They were saying that they were, I was telling him that they were, they're representing a political candidate in Waterbury.
Oh, he's running for senator.
Yeah. Coming to Hartford to see if there's anybody out here that they could get to run in politics or just, start being a part of what they got going on. So they're trying to just build a network out here.
So they choose today?
Purposely. They said they did it purposely. So that's just something we gotta be aware of.
We have to be so aware of it. I'm sorry, this is my friend event. We ain't doing that. I was like, what we doing? Like, we're not doing that.
We literally just hopped out of the car. We got a docu-series called The Frontlines.
Yeah?
So we just hopped out the car before they pulled up and said, all right, let's shoot Juneteenth.
Right,
like we
right,
parked for
right,
Juneteenth.
Right.
And then as we pulled up,
That's when you saw the bus. All right, man. Good to see you. Yeah.
yeah. That's why we said we need your number anyway. From like we said before, we love your shots. So yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. You look familiar.
Yeah, B. Davis.
Tania Banks.
Tania Banks. Yeah.
I'm a big like community person. I
Okay. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, we're doing the front lines right now. We want the front lines on YouTube. So talk yourself out. Tell the people where they can find you, what you do out here, all that type of good stuff.
My name's Tania Banks. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mama T. I give resources, anything that's going
think is like, how old are your kids?
Shit, 3, 5, 7, and
They pretty young. They're young, so it's like, so like at that age, the stress is kind of like forward thinking, like things that they grown kind of, in the future.
if I could change it now, they won't have to worry about that.
Yeah. What's something you worry about your kids kind of having to maneuver through in the future?
My son's in the game. I can't imagine, like, one of the young boys that just got lost last year. That was my favorite. So, I'm seeing that it's losing everybody. And it's no longer a brotherhood. Like, it's no longer a hierarchy. It's no longer anybody looking out for each other. So, what I'm scared of is my kids getting put in the wrong car and ended up being late. I got 4, but I want to keep 2. And I see a bunch of the parents in my family, the kids I taught, and the different programs and stuff, dying, and I don't like that. Because, like, if I knew I could be a part of their life, and you still get caught up into something when it's not your fault as everything, it's like, what can we do? Because, man, they're not going to give it to
Seems like it's like environmental, like a lot of it I feel like is where you live in the city. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't no better for the South or the North end.
No.
Like, at all.
No, hell no. It ain't a South or a North thing. It's really a Hartford thing. Period. It's a Hartford thing.
Like, I live in the South end, but I work in the North end. I've been working for the North end of Common Zone my whole life, 15 years. So, in the South end, it's more drugs and homeless people and things like that. Where it's like, I come home to 8 homeless men in my home, and like, that's dangerous. Like, single mother with 10 kids to walk into a house with 8 grown men in the hallway doing drugs. So, it's like, it's different. But on this side, it's like, it's that violence, not being able to be outside, like, not being able to see the kids. Like, they get worked out where it's supposed to. And it's like, no reason in hell it should be like that. When I was a kid, they should have been like, we went to different events and different stuff like this going on, but we knew about it, and we were the ones that were exposed to it. So, it's different. Like,
so now, like, we the aunties and uncles and the people with kids.
I don't know if I'm auntie yet.
Not yet. I don't want to throw that on you. I don't want to throw that on you yet. Not yet. But we coming into that generation of being the aunties and uncles. Like, what difference can we make? Like, how can we keep the traditions going of going to Six Flags every weekend or whatever the case may be for these kids?
We gotta come together and want to do it. Like, we got people from there, we got people with budget, we got people with money willing to put that money together. So we don't. We go with all our family and we get one for we gotta start taking that initiative to actually be like, hey, what you doing? Like, you need help? Like, I work in a library right here, Albany Avenue. And, we're here from 11 to 2 and personal guidance for the community. But sometimes you gotta go talk to them. And they feel they're more likely to especially here and here. For me, I'm 29, so like, I'm on the older side of the community, but I still connect with both things because I grew up in a time where like things are different, but I see a change where they don't. The culture now is like it's not even like it's so weird. So like I'm trying to get advocates but I can't change laws. Like we have our events. Like we gotta step up. We gotta throw the cookout. Like we gotta be the big homies. Like what happened to the big homies? Like shit like that.
We talk about that a lot. We talk about that a lot.
Need that happen. Like, we gotta take responsibility, you know?
Right.
Sure, man.
Well, it's next week,
Facts.
I got a phone.
Oh, definitely. I'm calling back. My phone won't be in the car. It is mom. I got you guys.
We got 5 minutes. I want to follow up with her after that exchange. I seen some ACTC shirts, search shirts. They out here somewhere.
How you doing, man? Like to meet you now.
When I saw you on YouTube,
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, this is crazy. It's crazy.
they fake. Especially the one with the red hat that said Trump. So they're trying to tell me the boss has Martin Luther King and has Anthony and some others. But I told them that some of you
All of it. Especially that picture. Especially that picture.
But it looked like he had like he had cuts in his face.
Yeah, they
Blood.
is blood. You know what they got that picture intentionally, and then you tried to say these are all assassination attempts. I'm like, nah, I got JFK on there. Like, no, that nigga died in that car. Like, what are y'all trying to say? Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah, and then voting rights. Fake.
And they spend a lot of money. Somebody got some money to that bus. That on
The man with the red hat said he drove from California. He's from California. That's.
We all know her.
Ask a question.
We all know her.
I have no idea what it is. No, I just wanted to ask a question about those individuals. What necessarily were they talking about?
Oh, the guys on the bus? Oh no, they were out here basically recruiting for a conservative network. Like they got a conservative organization, and they supporting a politician running for senator in Waterbury. So they going Congress. My bad. They're going town to town, city to city, and just trying to get the word out, trying to recruit. Yeah. That's what they were doing. Yep.
As long as it wasn't asking about contemporary events.
Nah, what you mean by that?
Okay, what I mean by contemporary events is like, what are their thoughts on the current state of the nation?
Oh, no.
Regarding immigration.
Yeah.
Like, the current president's policies, the economy, or even going so back as far as like, who did you vote for?
Yeah.
Like if they're asking those kind of questions, I'm just thinking, please.
I mean, one of the guys started to touch on those type of topics. He was asking those type of questions like, should a man go into a woman's restroom?
Oh my God.
Are you from New York?
No.
Oh, sorry.
You are?
I am.
Where? Queens? I lived in Harlem for 5 years, but I'm from here. 138 in Hamilton. Hamilton. Yeah, before you get up there, just the block before. So not the Heights, Hamilton Heights, but not. Yeah. You know. It's really a Knicks shirt. It's really a Knicks shirt. Yeah.
What happens sometimes with maybe not all, some of these conservative talking heads, they'll ask us some questions about contemporary issues, and they probably have paid attention deliberately to everything that the prior administration has done, particularly things that they don't like. And they're paying attention to a lot of the stuff that the current administration does. Very likely more so things that they do like. So if you don't know about those things, and you don't know how to properly debate it with sources and verifiable facts, then they're going to very likely report you, make you look stupid, and of course, I generally feel like that's going to go back to their base, and then
For sure. Are you a part of this event?
Amelia, AJ,
What's your
Amelia, hi.
I'm partnered with United Way in Central and Northeast United.
Okay.
Let's walk to his tent
Okay.
so we can see.
Shout out your business. What y'all do?
This is Young Legends. Partner with United Way. I'm Shayna. I'm one of the co-chairs. This is the core team. This is Tania.
I'm Tania again. I'm the other co-chair.
Come on, I'm the support team.
You're not just a core team member. You are a strong member of our core team.
I'm Gabrielle. I'm another core team member.
A strong member.
Yes.
Of the board team, yeah.
And tell us what Young Legends does exactly.
We work with ages 16 to 30. Basically, we do workforce readiness, advocacy throughout the community. We do events like this. We travel to Aspen. So we do like different. They go to different conferences in the community in the states. We go out. We let them know who we are. We learn from other organizations all around the world. So from Hawaii, from Texas, from Barbados. You're meeting all different types of cultures, all different types of people. And then we come back and we take whatever they give us and we soak it all in and we bring it back to our organization to see what we can do to better our organization as a whole. We also have resources to, shelters, food, pantries, books. Of course, we partner with 860 Care, which is also part of United Way, where we read to the middle school grades.
Dope.
Oh, and we also have a leadership academy.
Yep.
We have a leadership academy that we do, and it's 6 to 8 weeks. From that academy, there's different workshops to learn about financial literacy and mental health and other types of things. And from that workshop, you get $1,000, and that's actually how you get on the course team. So everybody a part of this Young Legends paper right now who is a part of the academy. And that's how we were able to join the core team. I actually was an intern for a little bit as an MSW student, and I graduated. So this program has helped me elevate a lot using my voice. So that's really awesome.
Another thing we got going on, we got a focus group on the 24th of June at Hartford Memorial. You get a gift card for coming to this. Any youth between the age of 14 and 29 attend this. And it's good for you. You can learn things about workforce, and they want to know if you know about how to get resources to get into the workforce. So,
and then we can provide that information as well. And then we also have a family navigation hub and a career navigation hub as well coming up very soon, where they also will learn about workforce readiness, how to dress for success, financial responsibilities, and so forth. And here's our QR code at the bottom. And they have different times too. I don't know if you.
That will be at the Hartford Public Library on Albany Avenue.
yeah, we're there Tuesdays, Thursdays, 11:30 to 1:30.
And then me and my fellow co-worker, we're also having a house meeting this Friday at 5:30 at 2550 Main Street in Hartford. So please come out. House meetings are for hearing what the community has to say, and not only hearing the problems but coming up with solutions. Like for instance, we had a house meeting yesterday and we talked about the community gardens that aren't being utilized anymore. But what are we doing now? Solution. We emailed the person who runs the community gardens, and we're now hopefully we get to partner with them and clean it up and get some seeds in and get the community fresh, rich, vegetables, fruits for the homeless, for people who are less fortunate, people who can't get food stamps, and just overall, for anybody, even if you can get it.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Of course.
Check us.
One more thing. This ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's me again. Hi, Shayna. I'm also vice president. I just became vice president of another organization called Seven Love Kingdom. We also are working with youth as well. But it's based off mental health. So we'll have a curriculum that involves music, art, just to get them to understand who they are and know that they are important. We hear you, and just to let them know that you have resources here. You have people here that will help you out, listen out, that will get you whatever you need to post whatever you got going on. So soon we will be up and running, but we technically up and running, but we'll have our own event eventually at Hartford Memorial Center in Hartford. That's us.
All right. Thank you, Shayna.
Keep working.
All right, y'all. Thank you, y'all.
Thank you.
All right. What's up, everybody? Oh, it's a lot of. Look, you seen the snacks. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Happy Juneteenth. Don't let them motherfucker niggas in the red hats convert you, recruit you. But do what you want, man. The front lines, man. Like, comment, subscribe. What? You still recording? Why are you still recording? I couldn't do a clean out. Just had to keep rolling.
We're not at the car yet. We still, we were talking about it already. Like, you never know.
Well, we gotta go.
We leaving, but I know, but we still gotta view stuff. It's still stuff out here to see as we walk to the car. Oh no, we came. Oh, it's a cut. It's a hole. And that's the thing about it. See, it's not like the regular Frontlines. It's the Frontlines live. Even when we do some dumb shit, like don't remember how we got in, gotta record that too. You see a car full of YNs at a community health event, and they all smiling like this must be a healthy event, like healthy YNs, I guess. I don't know.
People gotta see that.
People gotta see that. I never saw that. They all look like they want vegetables. Hell yeah, them boys want vegetables. Plus, overall, I think it's worth a reaction as far as like what we just experienced and like.
Oh man, when it talk, let me hold the camera, man. I got you, bro.
Oh, from you, like, what did you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm just putting out the prompt because that was.
No, I think it was bold. You niggas bold, man. I think it's very bold. Shit.
But I mean, as far as the messaging, because I
on their part,
yeah,
the messaging of being a conservative in the Northeast, I think they did a terrible job. I think the bus was terrible messaging.
okay,
The bus up top is almost like trying to incite a riot in Connecticut.
right,
A nigga with a third grade education could see that bus was offensive.
right,
So that shit is purposeful, done on purpose.
and the whole theme, like you said, I think he said assassination attempts, but I think whoever put it together meant these were all people who were willing to die for their country. I think that's some conservative person's mind. That's probably
Yeah, but in the age of the remix and the repurpose, it's vote. And he said it's voting rights. These are all people that did something for voting rights.
right.
The fuck Trump did for voting rights?
Actually, fucking took some voting rights away.
He
Actually,
did. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's the day and age where everything could be remixed and repurposed.
You got a really good question for them, and I was kind of hoping that you asked it to some other people too. If you had more time, I know you would have. Which is what does Juneteenth meaning?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's an even more interesting question for white people
Sure,
because they probably just found out about Juneteenth like 2 years ago.
sure. You just had two very different answers from two people on the same bus.
Facts, literally. So yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, without a doubt, it's more than to hear them answer that question. But I would have been interested in hearing it from some other people too, because I think I think it just would have been good to hear,
not for sure, for sure, for sure.
especially after hearing them saying what they had to say.
Yeah, I wish. I mean, we did have more time. I would have asked.
What did you think about the reaction to them being there?
I wonder. First, I wonder how long they was there before we got there.
Hmm.
Because it looked like they were just chilling. And it
Hmm.
looked like they started to migrate into the crowd and start to talk to people. You feel me?
Hmm.
And when we got there, we started talking to them. And then the white lady came over with the white kid,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then they got up in arms, damn near about to fight.
Yeah, we kind of activated them because more of them came off the bus, and then whoever was out there already out there talking and stuff. Now it got everybody out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But I think it's really like, yo, not to go like super deep or super left, but like having black men on the scene
yeah,
really changes the dynamics of everything.
uh huh,
Real shit, cause like the black lady said, like y'all wouldn't have came over there if I ain't see y'all over there, if I ain't see brothers over there type shit. And I felt like that was the impression a lot of people got out there. You feel me? Like it's not like we YNs, we was looking for trouble. Like we
right,
two black men out
yeah,
there having a conversation with them. So that invited more conversation. You feel me? More interaction. And it went left real quick for a little hot second. But
there's a little flashpoint,
for sure.
like where it could have went left her.
Nah, for sure. Shorty said, yo, we could just call her HUD.
So, but then
Like that white man don't got big guns on that
on the
bus.
bus, like I don't know if you want to call them people. It might not make sense to call them people. I don't know if y'all watch Pigman, but I know he do. I know he do. He motherfucking hog boy.
That's what he lived
Eh,
for.
He hog boy.
That's what he lived for. Like
Yeah, fuck Pigman. That was
he
hog
go to
boy. He
jail for
couldn't
some
wait.
shit
He
like that.
couldn't wait. Oh, cause he know he gonna get bonded out too, or
Yeah.
paroled. I mean, pardoned.
With the big gun GoFundMe, like the big
Yeah,
GoFundMe, like lit GoFundMe, crazy
yeah,
6 figures GoFundMe overnight.
yeah. And I mean, it's honestly, it ain't to make it political. I don't, whatever. But it's just interesting how we could see that the dynamic, like what one group think and what another group think, how it cuts differently in so many different ways. Like even thinking like I'm gonna call him, and that would be serious if you call him, but that's a RV that got a lot of room for a lot of, you know what I mean.
A lot of room for a lot of stuff.
It looked like he target practice.
Yeah, nigga
Uh,
go quail hunting and shit.
Quail hunting. So yeah, I was actually thinking though. I mean, well, one of the things I was asking is like about the police coming. They was already there, but um the two trucks pulled up behind the bus. What you thought about that?
I heard the crowd talking about,
Yeah,
nah, don't worry, the police about to pull
yeah.
up, whatever. So I figured the police was gonna show up.
And what you think about that though?
Mm,
Because I mean, like,
I think it was right. I think that's what should have happened.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, why not?
Well,
I feel like
because
they was being intrusive.
intrusive.
Yeah, get them niggas out of here, man. Like treat them niggas like how they treat us, type shit. Like what are they doing here?
I mean, legally though, public assembly
No, it's legal. Hell yeah. How they
is
treat us is
public
not right,
assembly
but
and public
fuck that.
speech.
Like I get it.
So you like when the police are on our side, or it seems like they're on the side of people in the community.
Yeah, people in the community. Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Seemingly, right? Because then they told us to move first. We gotta move first
We
to
gotta
let
move
them
in
move.
order for them.
Like
We
we
gotta
blocking
move in
them in and
order.
some shit. Like, huh? Like how that work?
Yeah.
Nah, they using y'all to stay here. No, they not. They
But
not.
that's yeah. So that's I mean I think that's a slippery slope because it's a double edged sword. You know,
On what part? What you mean?
um, calling the police
For sure, for sure, for sure,
in
for
the
sure.
first place
Cause we
is
seen.
double edged. But then when you call them for public assembly,
Yeah.
when it's like, yo, these dudes just want to say they thing, and they know that they are agitating you, and agitation is a part of politics. Like it is a part. It's a fair piece and part of politics, and they had scouts out there to know this is a majority of women and old men, right? So I think they did kind of a threat assessment and said, we good. I think I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but just from years of organizing, is
But then it's like the two black guys that were just on the scene
yeah,
that caused the I would say a positive interaction overall
yeah.
is now partly a threat because the police was called.
That's my point.
I understand
Yeah,
that point.
yeah. I
I
mean,
understand that
and
point.
so like you said, and like the video will show is we had to leave. Yeah, and it wasn't the police who told us that we had to leave. It was the people that told we had to. Our people that told us we had to leave. Which I understood why they were saying it, but you gotta understand perspective
I think the
overall
police told them that
to
though.
tell us.
Yeah,
But that's not who told us.
yeah.
So it's overall a very slippery slope when you get somebody else involved. To like my opinion on it is, and this is not the opinions of the front lines, it's just mine personally. But if these guys want to talk, let them talk. Let them do. Pull up. You want to pull up? Pull up. Dang. I mean, because now that sets up the opportunity to do what we just did. If they don't pull up, this never happens. We never expose these pieces to the community. And to your question, they might have just sat there with nothing happening. Because ain't nobody come over until
But
our camera was running.
just the images on the bus alone was offensive.
So offensive is not illegal. That's like
At a Juneteenth parade, I get it. It's not illegal, but it's offensive.
offensive is not illegal anywhere. If it's at a Juneteenth parade, if it's at a, a, a African American parade or whatever it's gonna be called now, the Black History Parade, if it's at an Irish parade, like offensive is not illegal. Offensive is uncomfortable. Offensive is many things, but just on the face of it, it's not illegal. So if somebody's running around the community with some offensive images, it's like the things that we talked about based on the other parts of the front lines where offensive images is not getting people put in criminal trouble. You know what I'm saying? You know that these niggas are sharing these videos of people dying and being killed, rather murdered, and they can continue to share it because that's not illegal. It's fucked up. It's against Facebook's rules, and yet they still let it slide. But it's not illegal. And I think when it comes to public assembly and public speech, that part should be protected because at some point, me and you or somebody who loves us is going to have to stand somewhere that's uncomfortable to speak up for our truth, even if the people there don't agree with it.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, even if they don't like it, even if they don't like it, because you know my politics. I don't agree with them dudes. I don't like none of that shit. But I also don't like people calling the police for one, but I don't like you calling the police for anything, but particularly I mean for some, that's what they did for, whatever. But for political assembly, I really don't like it. It's for me from having my years of politics, it's particularly egregious. And
And
I'm not a constitution,
hmm
like
in this political climate, I think the white lady, like you said, the flashpoint. I think that like I think that the bus being there already had people like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So then when they seen the white lady and the white kid get into it with the white man type
right.
shit, niggas was like, hold up, like mad people came over.
Yeah,
I don't think if that didn't happen, I don't think the police would have been called.
fair. That's fair. I also think though, in the time that we saw mad people come over, I never felt like I was gonna get hurt or you was gonna get hurt. Anything could happen.
I
But I
didn't think they was gonna hurt anybody
That's what I'm
the
saying.
whole
Or not
time.
not
Like,
even them. I'm more actually concerned in that moment about them getting hurt and it being something. Even though I
me
would
too.
also think that it's something on the bus
Yeah,
that they
me
got
too.
something crazy on
Me
the
too.
bus.
I thought the white lady was going
Yeah.
swing her purse or some shit.
And
Like,
she did want an argument, right? Like so in those moments
she
it's
did
like,
want an argument.
yeah,
Hell
in
yeah,
those, but
hell
it's because
yeah,
she's offended, which is
hell
fair, right?
yeah.
It's fair that she's offended. And I think if you're gonna argue, have an argument. If this guy say I don't want to argue, I don't want to argue. Or if the two of them gonna argue, because it's like going back in the days of the soap boxes, the milk boxes.
Hmm.
Have the debate.
Right,
Don't put hands on. Don't
right,
do
right,
this.
right,
Don't
right,
that.
right.
And don't have the police intervene because now you don't know what's gonna happen. You see, like it's so easy to incite a thing.
For sure. But it's so easy to incite a thing even in a debate. Like I feel like we may be too far removed from that soapbox type of method
But then,
because we immediately get to name calling.
yeah, but then that's a problem for adults that we have with self control because if we can't assemble publicly without feeling that we're gonna hurt each other, then not only do we not have any emotional control or regulation, but we also not paying attention to the things that and this again as like from a person who spent a lot of time in politics but also still a black man, like we got to have a way to be able to get our point across and accept people when they get their point across even when we don't like them and we know they wrong. That's how I feel because it could so easily be wielded against us, and it already has so many different times and in so many different ways. So if we allow people, if we allow small forms of government to infringe on other people's First Amendment rights, even though we hate what they're doing, then they're gonna start infringing on those rights of ours and others as well. And then, that shit is like that part needs to be balanced. That part, like fair across the board. We know it's not, but that's the part we working towards equity versus like putting the police involved in everything. That's a police state. Like we need the police to solve your problems. Even that, my favorite example when somebody have a fender bender, not like the police will tell you, you don't need to call us. But how many times you been in a situation they just insist on the call because they feel like no, this is what you're supposed to do. No, like that part need to change where you understand you can actually have a conversation. I can give you my insurance, you give me your insurance, we could be done with it,
Yeah.
right? And even if we got a yell and scream, Raul was with me in Waterbury when it happened 2 years ago, something like that. Dude, he wanted to huff, puff, huff. I said, bro, I'm at work. I'm about to go into the store, bring this stuff out, call the cops if you want. You're gonna look like the sucker. That's how you feeling? He completely like calmed down, and then that turned to like, okay, now let's exchange insurance. And actually, if you want me to pay for that little thing that I did right there, that bump, I'll pay for it right now.
Yeah.
Right? We gotta be able to have that.
Yeah, I agree. I just think we may be too far gone, man,
You might be right.
to have that. That's all.
All right.